Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to another Winning Wednesday. Hey. I know that I have been gone for a few weeks now. I haven't really been gone, but I haven't posted for a few weeks now. So I have been just enjoying summer vacation with my boys because they're out of school on summer vacation. So I really haven't been filming and vlogging as much because we've just been busy and doing summer vacation stuff. And I've also had some other projects that I've been working on that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So I'm gonna post an updates video probably tomorrow. So it will kind of let you guys know what I've been doing, and I'd like to share some exciting news with you guys about some things that I have been working on. So this week's Winning Wednesday, I have been thinking about this one for a long time, and it's, am I jealous? That is the topic today that I want to talk about, because I feel like a lot of times, especially now with social media and all of the different venues or avenues of ways that we have to look at people's lives and give our opinions about people and say what we think about what they're doing and whatever. I just feel like it's people's comments, people's whatever they think, whatever they feel. It's just, sometimes it's just out of control. And sometimes it can really get to you. Sometimes before you know it, you find yourself in exchanges with people on social media that you probably shouldn't be involved in. I just started to feel like reading people's comments, seeing what people say, and like I said, before you know it, sometimes you can even get caught up with things like critiquing people and, well, I think they should have done this, I don't like her hair, and it just becomes a thing. So it started me to thinking, it's not something that I just started thinking about, but something I've always thought about, is why we like to bring other people down. Why do we like to do that? Even in subtle ways. If you notice, it's not always a blatant I'm jealous of you thing, but if you watch people, listen to what they say, sometimes it's a subtle way of putting somebody down or saying something negative about somebody. Why do we do that? Why do we feel like we have to do that? Even if they're having a great day, they just did a great job, sometimes somebody comes along and be like, well, you know so and so and so and so. It's like people feel like they have to say something negative about somebody. And so I wish that we would be a people, especially amongst the African American community. I notice it even more, but I notice it all across the board. But we do that a lot with each other. We bring each other down instead of lifting each other up. And I think it's like I don't know if it's a fear, especially if somebody's in the same lane as you. Like if you saying and naysaying, you feel like you gotta over critique what they're doing to feel better about what you're doing. Or if somebody writes and you write, you're over critiquing what they wrote because you want to feel better about what you wrote. It's almost like we feel like there's not enough room for everybody to shine, and there is. It's like God gave us all gifts. A lot of our gifts are the same or similar to other people's, but nobody can use it like you. Nobody is going to sing like you. Nobody is going to teach like you. Nobody is going to motivate like you. Nobody is going to write like you. It's like you're unique in your own special way, and you're going to use your gifts and talents the way that God wants you to use them. There's room for everybody, so we don't need to be envious or jealous or try to put other people down. And I feel like that's the root of where that comes from. Just having to say or feel like you have to say something negative about somebody. I feel like the root of that is that you may be low-key a little bit jealous of them. Like, why else do you feel the need to pull them down or to bring them down or to say something negative about them? So I feel like a lot, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So I feel like a lot of what's in our hearts comes out in the things that we say. And like I said, sometimes it's not like something you feel like you do. Like you don't feel like you're jealous of anybody, or you don't feel like you're envious of what they had. But sometimes if you don't watch yourself, you can get caught up in hating on people and saying negative things about them. And you sometimes have to check yourself, check your heart. Why am I doing that? Why am I not saying that I'm proud of her instead of critiquing what she has on, her hair, trying to bring her down in some way? It's a weird thing that's inside of us, of always competing, always wanting to one up somebody. And sometimes it's looking at somebody's gift and really we admire how they use it. We love how they use it, but it sparks something envious and jealous in us that we're not doing it like they're doing it. So we start hating on them. We start talking down at them. We start saying negative things about them. So I just want to encourage everyone today that your gifts and talents will make room for you. What God has for you is for you. There's room for everybody. You never have to be envious or jealous of what anybody else has, the way they use their gifts, the way they use their talents, because God is going to make doors open for you. So whatever you're supposed to walk into, whoever you're supposed to meet, whatever way your life or your path is supposed to go, know that God has a plan for you and it's going to go that way. You never have to bring someone else down or be envious or jealous of them. And I just want to send that out today to everyone to know that he who has begun a good work in you is faithful to complete it. And that's actually the scripture that I wanted to read today, because I think so many times we feel like I said, if someone has the same gifting or talent that we have, we feel almost like we have to compete with them or, outshine them in some way or whatever. But we have to know that it's not a competition. We all can shine. We all can love on each other and build each other up and encourage each other. You don't have to, well, I wrote a book, she wrote a book, so I need to get my book out before her and I need to look at her book. Yeah, see, I don't like the artwork on her book. We do all kinds of stuff, just hating on people just for no reason. So I feel that as a people, we have to get out of doing that, and we have to learn how to appreciate each other's gifts more and really cross market and cross promote with each other and push each other's stuff. A lot of times we can't even do that. We can't even get on the same page and be like, hey girl, you want to get on my vlog and let me push your book? Hey girl, you want to get on this? And we can't even get together to push each other forward. We're so worried about getting there ourselves. But we have to know that God's plan is God's plan. Nobody can stop God's plan. So you don't have to worry about what anybody else is doing. You don't have to be envious or jealous, because there are some people that are just phenomenal at what they do, and you just got to give them credit. And all the glory goes to God, because every good and perfect gift comes down from him. So it's so that he can get glory, so that he can be glorified. And we have to get out of the place where we're getting in our heads about it and getting envious and getting jealous. You use your gift the best that you can use it, and keep perfecting and working on yourself. But there should never be something inside of you where you feel like you have to pull somebody else down to bring yourself up. When it gets to that level and you're hating on people, you're critiquing them, you're over criticizing them, you really have to check your heart and say, what's going on inside of me? Am I jealous? Am I envious of them? Am I envious of their gift? Am I envious of how they're using their gift? Am I mad because they may be better than me at this? You really have to check your heart and ask God to really reveal to you what's going on inside of you. And once you figure that out, you really got to work on yourself to make sure that you're walking this journey with nothing in your heart, no bitterness, no envy, no hate. You don't want to have those things in your heart. But Philippians chapter 1, verse 6, Paul says, I am convinced and confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you, I'm reading the Amplified Version, will continue to perfect and complete it God is going to continue to perfect and complete every gift that He's put inside of you. There's room for everybody, so you don't have to worry about what anybody's doing. You don't even have to worry about what people are saying about you, but continue to press forward. Continue to move the way that God is telling you to move. Continue to always push somebody up along the way. Once you learn something, don't be afraid to share it with somebody else. A lot of times we can't even share tidbits of knowledge or whatever that we've learned with other people because we're scared that they surpass us. But we should want people to surpass us. So we have to get out of the mind state of, I'm just worried about me, I'm just worried about mine. Everybody else just got to get it for themselves. I ain't helping nobody. You know, we have to get out of that kind of mind state where we don't want to help people. We don't want to promote them. We don't want to get on board with what they're doing because we're scared of being left behind, or we're scared of being outshined. We have to learn how to push each other forward and not have that root of envy and jealousy that can sometimes take root in our hearts. So I just wanted to encourage you guys today to keep winning over that type of stuff. Keep winning over this social media hateration. I hate to see people do that on social media. It's so annoying. I just encourage you guys today to move forward with the things that God has given you to do. Know that He's faithful to complete the work that He started in you. You're not behind. Don't feel like you're behind. Don't feel like God has forgotten about you, because He has you on His mind. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.